Alright, first of all, most I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, and now it's a great milestone. Real well. Peace and blessings to the awful elect. Shalom. This is Brother Malachi. Malachi at it again. I'm gonna make a quick video, bring out a few scriptures, make a quick video on the testimony that a brother shared with me. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 2. Therefore, chastest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance, wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. So, this is concerning Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, who are the Lord's chosen people, who Yahawah, the Lord, who is the name is Yahawah, who this world ignorantly calls God, and Yahawah, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahawah is going to send Yahawah to deliver his 1/3, 144,000, his elect, from the judgment that's going to be coming soon, the soon bearing destruction, as pertained in the Old Testament, known as Jacob's trouble, and in the New Testament, in the book of Revelation, as talks about the thermonuclear missiles. For it was thy will to destroy both the hands of our fathers, both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices. So it's not written so that Israelites are not supposed to let witches live in wicked sacrifices. So what wicked sacrifices? Sacrifices unto idols, sacrifices unto things that aren't the Most High Yahawah. Like, for example, of a righteous sacrifice to the Most High is when Yahawah, he gave Abraham the commandment to sacrifice Isaac, Azakiah, I believe his name is, in Lashon HaKodash, which is the original Hebrew. So when Isaac did that, when Abraham did that, that was a show of faith, a leap of faith in Yahawah Bashem Yahushai. So, like, Most High tested Job as well. What did he do to Job? He made Job sacrifice almost everything he had, including whatever his wife saw in him, because his wife told Job to just curse God and die, like one of them foolish women, stuck on carnality, doesn't have a mind in the spirit, like most women are, or if not them all. Save those of the 1/3, the woman of the 1/3, who are actually genuinely repentant for the wickedness they've done while in the world. So that being said, let me keep on with the point. Also, those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh in the feasts of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that kill with their own hands, souls destitute of help. So yeah, the point on that is, you got a bunch of Satanists, basically nowadays, that do that shit in secret. You know, even though they're the least to it, so all these other lesser level Satanists that do things in secret, that are really into it, that know that there's a spirit, but they're stuck on the idea, the erroneous idea that the Most High doesn't control everything, that it's supposed to be some great conflict and battle. Nah, it ain't like that. It's far from that. And when someone questions their idea of what they truly believe in, they show they don't really believe in it, because they don't try to fight for or anything. They're just like, oh shit, I'm stupid, and just going about their business like you ain't talking to them. That's how people are, man. Unless they're heavy into Satanism and think they really know what they're talking about, they're not going to go into it. And what you got, this cuts what? Drinking blood again, like it does in the Old Testament. And cannibalism, eating men's flesh. Cannibalism is a curse, man. Something they're done in great famine. Unless it's done by the elites, because they're some wicked motherfuckers. Every time there's a famine, a great famine in the land, what happens? People run out of food. Then they try to, hunt for food. When that runs out and all the animals are dead, all the rumors are eaten, all the birds are gone, what do they do then? They starve for a little while, for a few days maybe even. And then their neighbor starts looking like a piece of chicken or a piece of cooked veal. Then they decide to eat their neighbor's children, have to make a deal with their neighbors to eat their own children. And then what comes after that, they eat their neighbors. It's just cold like that, man. But, in this case, even though that's also going off, this is also talking about particularly ritual murder and cannibalism and other vile acts against children. The Wadi Yahawah Shah, that it isn't me, that's part of this. That is not being sacrificed unto Shaitan. The Wadi Yahawah Shah. Because, man, that would be such a cruel fate, man. We'll go on to the next one. Salakia. I'm going to jump to the point. Psalm 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning who the Yahawah commanded them. So I think this goes back to King Saul not extinguishing the Edomites when the Most High gave the commandment not to decide to preserve some of them. It was going off. If he wouldn't have gone off then, would have been a problem. But nah, he went off. We gotta do with Esau. Even until this day, they replenish the numbers and they're back. More number than it were in the past, but hell, they're small among the heathen still, as is written so. But we're mingled among the heathen and learned their works. So what did Israel do? He mingled the men, particularly men did mingle with the heathens women, Elam, Amalek women, other tribes of Esau women, Ishmaelite women, because they look kind of bad back then, probably. So some of them probably bad still. If they do look bad, like so, they're Israelites. If not, they still look good until they hit that wall after they pass the ripeness of their age, like a fruit that's gone bad, an overly ripe fruit. That's what they do. These women know it too. It's just how it is. But hey, man, that's just the way these fleshly, these bodies, these weak bodies, they are, because they've been cursed so much because of the wickedness of us in the ancient world. As like I brought up before, as King Solomon, Yahawah Shai, he went off, even though he wasn't off when we came as Yahawah Shai. But still, man, these bodies are cursed, and the Most High, he's going to replace, he's going to give Israel new bodies, particularly special. He's going to renew, he's going to make the flesh different, particularly for his elect, for his 144,000, and 144,000 more so. They're going to be joint heirs with Yahawah Shai, despite Yahawah Shai being, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, like which a short way of saying that would be Emperor, which means King of Kings, Lord of Lords. The 144,000 are special, or like above, a cut of cloth above the rest. So that being said, let me keep on going. For mingled among the heathen and learn their works. how many times the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen? Like pertaining to Jeremiah 10, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't celebrate basically Saturnalia. Because what is basically Saturnalia? That fucking evergreen tree they like cutting out of the forest and decorating with silver and gold. And they served their idols, which were snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and daughters, of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a-whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of Yahawah kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. So what happened when we went off? We Israelites follow after the heathens. They decided to ritually sacrifice, like these other heathens do, their children unto Shaitan. Because everything that is not of Yahawah is just a thing. It's just how heathen nation sees Satan. That's all it is. What makes it all these gods, whatever gods they have, it's just different ways of seeing. That's all it is. In a nutshell. Spiritual demons, worship all kinds of wickedness, some conjuring demons and shit. It's all kinds of wickedness, man. But yeah, let me go to the next one. I think that was it. Actually, you know what? Let me go and read this one. Salakia Yahawah, bear with me. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32. This is verse 17. Just get to the point and read it. They sacrificed unto devils, not to Yahawah, not to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. So basically, sacrifice them to these wicked ass spirits that are out there doing possessing people, making them do all kinds of wicked shit, eat their neighbors and shit, rape animals, all kinds of wicked shit, man. Speaking of, let me get to the testimony that the brother shared with me. So basically, in the area that we teach at, there's this place called Heaven Mountain, I think it's called, or Heavenly Mountain, either or. This place, there's, I can't really say place, because according to the brother, there's many across Babylon the Great. And at this particular one, like the brother mentioned in his testimony, they have a temple there, and Jake, a brother of Ashikar, the brother felt that the spirit was of the tribe of Ashikar. He acted like he has the roots of a brother from Ashikar. He shared the brother the story of like how he was investigating, like the spirit jumped on him to investigate the place, right? And he went into one of the buildings, right? No one was there. And once he left, he's a little ways down the road, whatever. Might have been a dirt path, but that's besides the point. He gets to, might have been an angel, or the Most High himself, or the Holy Spirit jump on him, tell him to look back. He looked back and he saw a woman. I think it was a woman in a gown, might have been naked, I'm not sure. But this woman, she looked dead. Like pale skin, dead. Like a corpse type dead. And this woman, right, she was looking at this man, right? So he runs back into the building, and he goes back into that same room he was in, and he sees this time, which he was just calling it a few months before, from what I understand, they're there now, and he sees them, he perceives them, and they're doing a ritual that involves drinking the blood of a chicken. And if that's not bad enough, probably Excuse Salakia, might have been all 8 months. So that being said, the brother looks around more and finds different cabins for various different things. Like, for example, basically, new children that just became teenagers, newly teenage girls, bound up by chains to be abused and used and basically forced by the whole cult up there, because why else would they have them up there? And he also reported of his visitors that came. And they had the air of the elites on them, heavy wicked vibration on them. Like one of these men has the same name as one of these Christian pastors, has the same surname as one of the well-known Christian pastors that these Edomites love so damn much. Oh, that's what I want to get. Salakia, I'm going to get Ecclesiasticus 16, verse 6, verse 4. For by one that hath understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. Many such things have I seen with mine eyes, and mine ear hath heard greater things than these. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in the rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. So basically, in these Christian churches, which tells you they're going way the fuck off, they're putting that New World Order shit that Esau circle jerks themselves to all the goddamn time, fantasize about this shit. All he is fantasizing his destruction and the facilitation of the kingdom of heaven. That's all he's fantasizing about. Anyway, I think in all of them, they have acolytes. I think in all of them. But like back when I was growing up in the world, when I didn't know the truth, but I was praying to the Most High. So lucky, I'm not going to tell them about my prayers. It's bad business between the Most High. But yeah, they had an altar. The altar, the pulpit, the sides of the altar were candlesticks with candles on top of them, standing straight up, right? And so we used to light them. They used to have them lit by the acolytes, right? And this scripture here really set with me when I learned about the truth and got deeper into the truth. Because I was like 12, 13 when I learned about. I did it I did it like a few times when I was younger. But I found out the truth like a year or two after I stopped doing it, because I had other business to handle in my personal life. So that being said, these Christians, man, they don't know what they worship. They really worship that spiritual being Satan, and they think they're worshiping the Most High. They don't want to accept the fact that Yahawah as the appearance of a so-called black man, because they want to worship an Edomite stuck on wickedness. They think they are pure when they're the most evil people on the face of the planet. Well, speaking of white, I should have mentioned this earlier, to give a better picture, a better illustration of what the man saw. I'm repeating it to the best of my ability. The woman, if I'm mistaken, was in the middle of a circle of people chanting of a sort. And she was drinking the blood of a chicken, like she killed a fresh chicken that was just murdered, or something of the sort like that. But back to the visitors, the rich visitor that had the ear of the elites on them, heavy satanic vibration. So basically, the elites had what happened? Had two followers with them, two men with them that followed him around, and they spoke many languages at one time. As in, they say one word in one language, like in Spanish, and another in English, another in Mandarin, and go on in full sentences like this, right? And the man that was with them he also had around them, those three people, were 12 virgin women that were worshiping him, basically. Very heavily satanic shit. And since we know for a fact that, since it's evident enough that we know, we bring up the elites' names a lot. His man's name was David. And this David, he had the same last name as Kenneth Copeland. And I'm looking into this right now, like in this as a side project. I'm looking into like more of these Christian pastors, like Billy Graham, because I know they're all off, but like just finding out the depths of their evil is just thing on its own. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna give once again all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles, all of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole world out there. Hopefully this lesson was edifying, that this testimony edifies you and gave you what you needed, whatever it may have been from it. Shalom Yasharallah.